Sergeant Tom Lee for his dedication, sacrifice, and service to our nation. Thank you, Sergeant Tom Benning.
That's not it.
What is interesting in this series is the last 4 times the wheel has been up for grabs. It's been the road team that has won the war for the wheel.
Which is really an interesting factoid about this series. It seems like maybe there's a little bit more pressure to win at home, and the road team comes in a little loose. Let's see what happens tonight in this a warm night for football here at Houck Stadium.
83 degrees as we get ready for kickoff. It will be a Saluki team that just went on the road and had an impressive win over one of the elite programs in the Ohio Valley Conference. I think it was a surprising final score. Not that Southern could go on the road and win, but to win it 37-10. And the big factor in that game, other than a great performance by the Saluki defense, is what they have in quarterback. They've got a college version of Lamar Jackson at quarterback. DJ Williams, 6'3", 218. He ran for 3 touchdowns and over 100 yards. He threw for a touchdown. He is 2-0 in his career against SEMO. Both of those games coming at Murray State when he was a true freshman. He came in here his first collegiate start in 2021 and beat the Redhawks almost single-handedly, 32-31. 2 rushing touchdowns, and he broke for 1.
Very hard to defend a quarterback that has a dual threat, and he is truly a great athlete.
Here is the kickoff, and the Dogs are going to take a knee in the end zone, and that's the way this one will start. The Salukis will get it at their own 25-yard line, and they have a veteran team on their roster, Rick. 25 players are either 5th, 6th, or 7th-year players. They only have 2 players starting on either offense or defense that are not seniors or graduate students.
I think they pretty well know the system by now, and you'll see a well-oiled machine. The Redhawks will really have to step up to the test.
DJ Williams, who ran for 128 yards and 3 touchdowns, are going to go with an empty backfield. 5 wides here on first down, and there he goes. Williams up the middle, and he's off to the races. He's to the 30-yard line, the 25. He cuts left. He is gone. Touchdown, DJ Williams. No flag, 75 yards. And a collegiate version of Lamar Jackson does it to SEMO again. Coach Tom Matukowicz said we have got to contain him and consider him a running back. Well, it sounds good. And DJ Williams just left a vapor trail on the opening play.
You just have to really account for him, have a spy on him all over the field. But as you saw, he broke a couple tackles in the open field. He's just a very big threat for the Salukis.
And here is their kicker, Paul Halen. And he was just named the Missouri Valley Football Conference Specialist of the Week. He had a big week last week against UT Martin. He remains perfect on PAT kicks. He's 13 for 13. So DJ Williams, 75 yards on the game's first play. Wow.
Tell you what, that's just explosive. He spread that defense all over the field, had no running backs. So the linebackers were spread out as well, and he went right up the middle untouched until he got almost down to the goal line.
Well, the game plan coming in against an athlete the caliber of DJ Williams and Tom Matukowicz, the 12th-year head coach at SEMO, says he will be the fastest human on the field on Saturday, the fastest human for either roster. And we've got to contain him, and that is try to keep him in the pocket and then cut off escape routes. Well, not so far so good for the Red Hawk.
Yeah, when you say contain, a lot of times people think, okay, don't let him get to the outside. Well, he didn't get to the outside, he went right up the middle.
Okay, yeah, I'll go talk to Eric. Yes, we know about the time change again with other
a squib kick, and Cole Rubel is going to let it go. The Redhawks will go with their secondary kickoff returner, and he brings it out to about the 22-yard line. And that return was by Simo's David Jones. And the offense will come onto the field for the Redhawks. Their offensive line from left to right, Rashad Turner, Jalen Nettles. The center is Kent State transfer Chris Farrell, Yusef Sonogo Kendrick at right guard. Brandon Atkins starts at running back, and the tallest quarterback in the country, Jackson Underwood, at 6'8", will take the snap. This is Brown getting the start and take it back to the 27-yard line. So it's a gain of 5 for Peyton Brown.
Gain of 6 on the play. 7 and 4 only for the Redhawks.
5 weeks last year. Leg injury, missed 4 games as
And
a
then
freshman.
let me know whenever you're ready for
Injuries
the time.
Pass complete for the 10 for the Redhawks. Calvin Gilbert. That's good enough for the Redhawks. First down.
Thank you. I'll go talk to Eric. I'll call you back. Bye. Okay, you should be fixed. If not, no, because it's over there.
First down, Redhawks.
Ball game tonight.
LaShawn Lester has not run for a touchdown this year. He's going to get the call, and there is his first touchdown of the year. Southern takes advantage of the coughed-up fumble, and a pair of touchdowns for the Dogs. Southern 13-0.
12:28 remaining in the first quarter of play, and the Salukis have really struck early and often here as they try to go up by 2 touchdowns.
What a performance here early. A touchdown rushing.
And the Salukis are on for the extra point, and the kick is up, and it is good.
Yes, the ball is good.
12:28 left in the first quarter of play. Salukis leading 14-0. offense, like you say, mixed it up really nice. That's going to be massive. Peyton Brown had a good first run. Full room to take Peyton Brown's place here in the backfield.
Rubel from Sept High School gets the call, and he zigzags his way out near the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 for Cole Rubel. And Jackson Leatherwood, the 6'8" quarterback, has thrown 94 passes so far this year, Rick, without an interception. 5 touchdown passes as well. There's the snap. Leatherwood looked right. Now he drops it off. A swing pass out of the backfield. His safety valve was Cole Rubel. And he's got first down yardage. And he's out just shy of the 40-yard line to move the chains. Cole Rubel in the passing game.
Great job of checking off from his initial receivers on the far right side. Left and made a nice reception to pick up the first down. So it's here on first down. It's going to be Rubel carrying the football right up the middle of the field, and he's going to have a nice gain. So the Red Hawks show that they are able to move the ball. Now they're going to have to show that they can take care of it.
So they will go with twin receivers to each side of the formation. Leatherwood takes the snap, swings it out to Rubel again. Up the right sideline, they'll get him by the ankles. Near the 50-yard line into the 49 in Saluki territory. Gavin Shepard got over there to make the tackle. Gavin Shepard, the redshirt freshman out of Miami Gardens, Florida. He won a state title, Gavin Shepard, in 2023. Played in the Miami All-Star game. He was the only freshman starting for SIU this season. This is an old team, a veteran football team. There's the snap back and looking to throw Leatherwood over the middle. And a sliding grab by Cam Pedro, who led the Ohio Valley Conference in receptions. Last year, Pedro had 84 catches a season ago. That's his 15th this year. And the Red Hawks have it to the 28-yard line.
And Leatherwood really looked good as he stepped up into the pocket and fired a strike.
And they will work it out to the left side, and the reception is made by Cam Robinson.
Ran the little bubble screen out to the short side of the field. Picked up a couple of nice blocks, picking up 6.
14-0 in favor of the Salukis. And waiting on the snap is Leatherwood. He hands it off. This is Rubel. And Rubel will get tripped up just shy of the 15-yard line. They'll say he went down at the 17-yard line.
And it's going to be enough for a first down. A nice sidestep there by Rubel. He'll be replaced by Epton Jr.
Brandon Epton Jr., the former SMU Mustang, in for the first time. Play action. Leatherwood throws it right on the hash marks. Just shy of the first down. He's down to about the 8-yard line. They need the 7 for the first down. So Leatherwood has been sharp here in the early going. And the Red Hawks want to run this offense with tempo. And they'll cluster 3 receivers to the right, to the near side, Cam Robinson, and they will hand the football off to Epton, and he's going to shove his way into first down territory. Down to the 6-yard line as we tick under 9 to play. Here in the opening quarter, 14-0 Southern, a 75-yard touchdown run on the opening play of the game from DJ Williams. And then Peyton Brown fumbled the ball. It was returned all the way to the 5, and 2 plays later, the Salukis punched in their second touchdown. Red Hawks trying to respond. First and goal at the 6. Epton on the left hip of Leatherwood, who backpedals. Looks right, throws that way to the end zone and out of the hands of Calvin Gilbert. He had it, and as he turned to get near the pylon, the ball popped out. Are they going to call this one incomplete, or did he have it and then it was knocked away from him? They are saying incomplete pass.
Yeah, the official at the back of the end zone had a little bit better angle at that side of the football where he caught it.
I think we're going to see this again. Boy, it looked like maybe it's 2 feet down and then a football move. They are going to go look at the video here. Calvin Gilbert, who is thrust into a starting role with the injury to starting wide receiver Anthony Westervelt. Calvin Gilbert caught 2 balls last week, including a 65-yard touchdown from Jackson Leatherwood. He is a junior college transfer from Independence Community College. He's out of Florida. Gilbert, Jacksonville, went to Ribault High School down there and played for the Trojans. And we shall see if they're going to say that he had it and then fumbled it. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if he fumbled it into the end zone and out of bounds, one of the dumbest rules in football, if you fumble it into the end zone, you are penalized by losing possession, and the other team gets it at the 20-yard line. I'm not saying that is what the call is going to be. I'm saying that many people believe that is the worst rule in all of football. You can fumble it anywhere on the field except into the end zone. Did he have it? And when he fumbled it, did he fumble it out of the end zone? Here's another look. 1 foot down, 2 feet down. Now the ball is popped out, and it was, okay, they're just calling it incomplete. If that's a reception.
And it could be if that was a reception and crossed the goal line.
And then it plays over and it's a touchdown.
Right.
And they did not rule it a fumble. Either way, the easy call is incomplete. And that is what the ruling is going to be after they looked at it on video. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Southern already with 108 yards, 75 coming on that opening play. Semo now 80 yards. This is the 11th play of this drive. It's a 10-play, 70-yard drive here for the Redhawks. And they will bring in an extra running back. Rubel to the left of Leatherwood, Epton to his right. This is 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Pedro in motion. Leatherwood lobs it toward the end zone. Incomplete. There was contact down there. It looked like Leatherwood was basically throwing that ball away. There were 2 Saluki defenders on the running back, Epton. And it will bring a 3rd and goal from the 6.
Cam Pedro had run a little flat pattern, but the cornerback did not go for him. He went for the Epton Jr. That made double coverage on him, and so got Leatherwood wisely threw it away. Big 3rd down play here for both teams.
Already 14-0 Southern. They will stack trip receivers to the wide side of the field. That's to the left, single man to the right side. Leatherwood gonna run. He'll cut back and dives for the touchdown. And the Redhawks are on the board on a Jackson Leatherwood diving score. It's 14-6. The big man showing a little nimble feet to get across the goal line.
Yeah, made a nice move right about the 3-yard line. Looked like he was at half contact. Little head and shoulder fake, and both quarterbacks tonight showing a little bit of a shotgun quarterback run.
Well, you've got the tallest quarterback in the country, and then arguably the most explosive / fastest quarterback in the country. The PAT is good. Off of the foot from Justin Keller. Semo has answered with a 12-play drive. We'll recap it when we come back. 14-7 Southern. Dogs get the ball. When we come back, it's the St. Francis Healthcare System Redhawks Radio Network powered by Yingling. The OVC on ESPN. We're at the Campus Auto and Tire broadcast booth at 95-year-old Houck Stadium. War for the wheel, explosive offense here early. We've still got 8 minutes to play in the opening quarter, and we've got 3 combined touchdowns. Justin Keller with a kickoff out of the back of the end zone. Now, he kicked off 3 times, Rick, last week at North Dakota State, and he was 3 for 3 with touchbacks.
That one just about cleared the crossbar that time. So, yeah, very good improvements from the beginning of the year by Keller.
And Southern's kicker as well, Paul Kaler, has been outstanding.
A little bit of a wind this evening, but it's mostly a cross breeze, so it's not really helping either the kickers or the throwers.
Southern will go to work from its own 25-yard line. Touchback. 8 minutes on the game clock. Opening quarter. Chandler Chapman in the football game back to throw. Williams, and he's stripped. Loose ball, and the Salukis, I believe, is falling on it. He was stripped. He was loading up to go deep, and someone got in there to strip that ball loose. The Salukis ran the ball off. Offensive line, the Saluki offensive line. Smith, Hayden Logan, Noah Finsky, the 25-year-old center. Derek Harden Jr., the right guard. Cameron Dye at right tackle.
It might have been Trey Lyle that got his hand on the ball.
Trey Lyle stripping DJ Williams. He is back and looking to throw, and he sets up a pass to the numbers. And the pass is made. That will bring up third down and long. Reception to Tay Mario Jr.
Pass complete to number 0.
Second year at Southern. And one catch last week at UT Martin.
That makes some noise. It's time for All-Star Will Management. Money down.
2 years at Charleston, where he accumulated over 1,000 receiving yards and 11 touchdowns. There's a terrific return man as well.
Red Hawk defense putting the defenders back at the yard to gain line.
They're down at 14, and they drop it off over the middle, crossing route. And the Red Hawks linebacker Slade Dollar made the tackle. And the Salukis send that putter out. Southern with the lead. The Red Hawks with the football. We come back. It's the St. Francis Healthcare System Red Hawks Radio Network. The OVC on ESPN. 14-7, and they will start from around 17. Action. Leatherwood throws it for Donnie Cheers. It was wide of the mark. Cheers, who was open, had to dive for it, and they will come up with it. And inaccurate throw there by Leatherwood, and boy, one of his few so far in this game. Leatherwood 7 for 10, 31 yards and rushing touchdowns. Looking to throw again, Leatherwood. To the far sideline. Pass is hauled in by Cam Pedro, who started his career at Marshall University. He was averaging years redshirted one of those seasons. Finally got to play at Seattle in one of the OVC receptions. He is a terrific player. Marshall's lost Seattle's game, and the Red Hawks are brought down a first down. Short yardage on third and long as they run. For the first down. Rush for 273 yards. 128 of those came from their quarterback, Williams. That was the most rushing yards for a Saluki team in 4 seasons. Brandon Acton trying to get some traction in the running game, and he'll be stopped as he crossed the 30 to the 31. You saw him on the sideline, now 40 years old in his 10th season as the head coach of Southern Illinois. We'll get him a full yard. Leatherwood, ball bubble screen, nowhere to go. And that bubble screen did not fool Vinny Pierre Jr. A big interception for the Dogs last week in Martin, Tennessee. The junior out of Belle Glade, Florida. That pick he had last week at UT Martin's second interception. He's a two-time All-State football player down in Belle, Florida. Basketball star, track and field star as well. Do it all. Vinny Pierre, if they're down in 1, 3rd and 9. Underwood sacked. Back near the 20-yard line. The Dogs got home.
It looked like that was the linebackers that came on a blitz once again and got to Leatherwood. His protection has been pretty good, but that time they got to him before he could get rid of it.
Looks like it was Donnie Wingate, the former Lindenwood Lion. Wingate, the defensive end of Choctaw, Oklahoma. He was a star playing for the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. And Oklahoma, actually, his freshman year was at Oklahoma State. Wingate, but he did not play for 3 years at Lindenwood. And he gets the sack on Leatherwood. Good punt by Simo's 6'6"
It goes down to about the 25. That's how you will take over.
And when you talk about Simo, Rick, you've got the tallest quarterback in the land, and it's 6'6". Their punter, Ryan Kingston, he's got to be in the top 5% of tallest punters.
I would say that's right, and at that time he really put the foot into it. A nice high spiral. The coverage got down there. Good shape so that the Salukis could make a return.
And if Kingston, a 6'6" punter, is in a unicorn enough, he also kicks left-footed. It's Chapman with the carry off left guard as he veers near the 30. He'll be taken off of his feet by quarterback Adrian Patterson for the Red Hawks, the senior corner out of Wichita, Kansas. He transferred in from Coffeyville. Patterson had a frustrating year last year. He played in 2 games before missing the rest of the season with a shoulder injury. Williams to throw, and he throws it straight into the jar. Very spectacular. He was trying to get it to Vincent Davis, the third.
That'll bring up another all-star with money down. Make some noise, Red Hawks fans.
Charleston Southern USI his 3rd year. He played in American Heritage High School where he was a quarterback, wide receiver, and a running back. Davis. Still down at 5 for the Dogs. They have a 14-7 lead, 2.5 to play. The passes near the sticks, and on second effort, it was Davis. And boy, took a shot at the end of the play. It was a helmet there. Penalty marker came in.
Yeah, that's what's going to be called. We're going to at least look at it. Check it out. Might have been
So that spiked pass on the previous play was intended for Davis. This pass made it to Davis. 2 catches for 45 yards.
First down, targeting defense, number 6. That play is over here.
It's going to be a targeting call on Angel Munoz, the junior nickelback, the transfer from New Mexico State. And if it is confirmed as targeting Munoz will be disqualified from this competition, our coverage of the war for the wheel is powered.
Sorry. I didn't mean for you to turn that way. At the end of
Jackson, Fredericton,
we're going to bring this team, this football right here. Centered on the 10. Yes. That'll be at the end of the quarter during that break. All right, and I'll be here with you. Just heads up.
The war for the wheel. If you've not seen the wheel trophy, it is a ship's steering wheel, a wooden wheel. Because you go all the way back to the early 1900s, that first game in football between these 2 schools, 1909. When they used to play challenge football, they have to take a boat back in those days across the Mississippi River. And so they decided to come up with a trophy. They used to have to take boats. Why not make it a wheel from a boat?
west end zone of Hawk Stadium.
So in the entire history between these two teams, this is the 93rd. CeeLo has won 44 times, Southern 40. And Rick, there have been 8 ties. I was intrigued by the tie. The last tie took place in 1933. All of the ties, all 8 of them took place in the early 1900s. 6 of the 8 ties. The final score was 0-0. The other 2 ties were 6-6. So not exactly the offensive output we have seen tonight. Back in the early days of the meetings between the teams.
It wasn't run and shoot back then. Probably a lot of tight formations.
It'll be a first down. Video replay said Angel Williams did not violate the targeting rule. So he'll be left to remain in the game.
It was a tough situation. The receiver was going down, and it looked like Slade was just trying to impede his forward progress. And apparently did not get squarely with the helmet.
LaShawn Lester, the senior from Somerville, Georgia, back in there. And tailback, will get the call up the middle. Lester churning. He's out across the 45 to the 47. That's a 9-yard run for LaShawn Lester, who's an all-region and the region player of the year at Chattooga High School down in Somerville, Georgia. He's a star for the Chattooga Indians. 4th year at Southern. Williams lets it go to the far side, and once again it's Vincent Davis. Boy, got the foot that he needed to get down to the sideline. He's into Red Hawk territory, the 39. Vincent Davis, the 3rd.
Well, if the Salukis get the passing and the running game going from the running backs, you can bet that Williams from the quarterback position is going to be very tough.
Vincent Davis catches on the stride. He is the youngest, Vincent Davis, of 5 siblings. He's the baby of the family. Here's Lester, and he
team.
Good, man.
Pass complete to Cole Ruber from the Redhawks. Another Mercy Hall first down.
Good turnout in the student section tonight here at 95-year-old Houck Stadium. The War for the Wheel game, the 8th installment, 14-7 Dogs. SEMO with the ball to start quarter number 2. Second down and 9 from their own 31. Leatherwood on a straight drop. Now he will run, and he's got the first down, and he took on a defender with his left shoulder. That was Colin Bohannick, who is 7th in the Valley in tackles. Bohannick, one of the leaders in the country, active players. He came into this game with 305 career tackles, Bohannick. He had that fumble recovery and return to the 5-yard line a little bit earlier. Underneath, sitting down and making the reception for the Redhawks is Cam Pedro. Sorry, that is Cam Robinson to make the play. Robinson had one catch in the loss at North Dakota State. That was actually a money game for SEMO last week at North Dakota State. $265,000 for that game, most ever given out by North Dakota State, and an interception on a deflection. And the Dogs have the football. It's Chris Presto, his first INT of the season, and the first interception thrown by Jax Leatherwood. It is the second Red Hawk turnover.
Well, that pass was just underthrown, just a fraction, but Presto got his fingertips up there, tipped it straight up, brought it in for the turnover, and now the Salukis get it in great field position at the Red Hawk 45.
Boy, what a play by Presto, the junior from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Played high school ball at Cardinal Newman for the Cardinal Newman Crusaders down in the Sunshine State. DJ Williams going to take off and run, and he just stepping out of tackles. There he goes. Why did they not run him at all after that initial 75-yard run? Why, when he can do that? We have no idea, but now he's got a first down, and he's at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and that was not a designed run. He was looking downfield, had a couple of tackles to break in the backfield. He did that and then stepped through for the first down.
He is Lamar Jackson at the college level. Trip receivers will deploy to the wide side of the field. That is the near side. Back and looking to throw Williams. Deep over the middle, a little bit high. There was some contact, no whistle. In coverage was Landon Sylvie, who leads SEMO in pass interference flags. There was contact. He did not have a flag. He is also SEMO's leading tackler. In fact, Landon Sylvie, the sophomore from Shreveport, Louisiana, is the second leading tackler in the OVC Big South.
down near the 7-yard line for the Salukis.
First and goal. They're moving from left to right. 3 wides, twins to the left on the right hash. And there's Williams, and he takes off, and he gains yardage to the 4. Gain of 3. They're kind of thinking along our lines, Rick. Just keep giving it to DJ Williams.
Well, they just can't get a good shot on him. He's so elusive, sidestepping out there. Never takes a direct shot. He's got it inside the 5. And it looks like they're going to empty the backfield. Let's see if Williams gets behind his fullback here and runs it in.
Mario wide to the right, 3 that way, and there's Williams, touchdown. Like we said, why isn't he just running the football here inside the red zone? They stay with him, and the Red Hawks have no answer, 20-7. Who came in here his first collegiate start as a Murray State racer in 21, single-handedly beat SEMO that year, single-handedly is doing it again, 21-7 on the St. Francis Healthcare System, Red Hawks Radio Network. It's the OVC on ESPN. We do want to apologize. Apparently, the sound on ESPN Plus is not good. It is something. They have changed cables. We apologize. We do not know what it is. That is not part of our broadcast. For our radio feed, which is just fine. Apparently, the ESPN people trying to figure out what the problem is, so we apologize for that. Maybe they'll get it fixed. Maybe they will not get it fixed. 21-7 in the meantime in favor of the Salukis. And on that last scoring drive for Southern, just an impressive drive, 6 plays, 45 yards. And DJ Williams with his second rushing touchdown of the day. It came after Jax Leatherwood's first interception. They've scored 14 points off of 2 SEMO turnovers. Here's a jet sweep and the toss. The Red Hawks will bring it out near the 29, and it is Donnie Cheers on the jet sweep. Donnie Cheers will pick up 4 yards. Cheers, 22-year-old junior out of Arkansas. He redshirted a couple of years ago at SEMO. And play action, and the pass is just dropped by Jamari Chisholm.
Just ran like a 3 or 4 yard hitch. The ball was hit him right in the hands. Doggone it, that would have picked up good yardage, but it brings up 3rd and 6 now for the Red Hawks.
Chisholm, the transfer from Memphis, 6-year senior. One of the few guys the Red Hawks have from the portal. Ball right in his hands, unable to bring it in. Red Hawks are 2 of 3 on 3rd down. Leatherwood, he's got his man Cheers on the run near the 40. Takes on 2 defenders, and his forward progress will stop at the 40-yard line. It's a 3rd down conversion, an 11-yard hookup. Jax Leatherwood and Donnie Cheers.
Good game there by the Salukis to keep that from being a bigger gain on the little bubble.
10-24 on the option right. The pitch to Epton to the outside. He shed 1 defender, and he's into Saluki territory. All the way to the 45-yard.
That's going to bring up 3rd and about 7 here as the Red Hawks make some changes. Salukis make some defensive changes, and it looks like Peyton Brown is here on 3rd and 7.
They think they have found the audio problem on ESPN Plus, so we shall see. 4 wides here, 3rd down, and 7 from the 29 of Southern, who has a 21-7 lead. Leatherwood sacked. The one thing he couldn't do is get sacked and go out of field goal range. Taken down Leatherwood through an interception the last time the Red Hawks had it, and he is sacked this time. Out of field goal range, and now the Red Hawks are going to send the punter on. And that sack, it was Jeremiah McClendon. Rick, Jeremiah McClendon is at his 4th school. He was at Florida International 2 years ago, Charleston Southern in 22, Marshall in 21, and now with SIU, and he makes a big play. Here's the punt, and the Red Hawks are going to catch it themselves near the 5-yard line. That's a smart play. Don't let it bounce and potentially kick its way into the end zone.
You did a really good job of getting down there on the coverage, and so the Salukis will have to start from their own 5-yard line with 7:24 remaining in the first half of play.
So we'll take a timeout. 21-7 Dogs. They've got the ball when we come back. St. Francis Healthcare System, Red Hawks Radio Network, powered by Fresh Healthy Cafe, the OVC on John Lester, and he veers off right guard, runs into some congestion after he gained about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Line of scrimmage looks like it's going to be the 10-yard line here. 180 yards of offense, but all they've needed tonight. DJ Williams, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he throws it to the numbers on the right side, spinning his way out of trouble. The Salukis will get the football out to the 20-yard line, a gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Just a little quick hitch pattern, and the receiver made a couple of nice moves to pick up extra yardage.
Well, we think they've got the audio fixed. We cannot tell, but again, we apologize. Apparently somebody kicked the wire somewhere. That's what we're told. Here is DJ Williams. Just tucks it and goes. This guy has been a nightmare for SEMO. SEMO is 0-2 against this guy. They haven't seen him in 4 years when he was a true freshman. In 21, you remember, after COVID, the schedules were very weird. SEMO played Murray State twice. They played UT Martin twice. And DJ Williams beat SEMO twice in 21. You could tell he was going to be a Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick type guy. And now here's a 5th-year guy. He is dominant for Southern Illinois. Pass play over the middle, and it's a little bit high. That pass just sailing on DJ Williams. Chandler Chapman out of the backfield. Chapman was open on the play. Chapman, who was the Biloxi Sun Herald Player of the Year down in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi in high school. And it will bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Dogs. They are 2 for 4 on 3rd down. Backpedaling Williams has time in the pocket. There he goes. Behind the line, and he lobs it downfield for Chapman. The running back makes the play, and it's a 1st down. Boy, he did a good job extending the play, and obviously you've got to respect his ability to take off and go. And once again, they leaked the running back out of the backfield, and there were no defenders.
And the defender was really in a quandary, didn't know who to guard there.
Williams swings it out in the right flat. It is complete, and another 1st down for the Dogs. And a powerful reception, and just pulling a defender on that far side and getting up limping. Aiden Quinn, the 5th-year senior from Greenbrier, Tennessee. Played his high school ball at Davidson Academy. Quinn for the Bears, won 3 state titles Dad was the head coach. His dad played in the NFL for 5 years. Jacksonville, Kansas City, Chicago. And he makes the play. There's DJ Williams just spinning away from Redhawks. They look like kindergartners trying to tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. A man among boys. What a run. DJ Williams single-handedly just taking over this football game with his legs.
Don't think it was a designed run that time, but as soon as he sees an opening, he jumps right in it and takes advantage of that.
4 different Redhawks had hands on Williams. And it wasn't until the 5th Redhawk got hands on him that they got him down. 4 tackles that he broke. They're going to shift Vincent Davis into the backfield, and time is going to be called. They also, in that backfield, they brought in Edward Robinson, a sophomore out of Cleveland, Ohio, transfer from Duquesne. Not on their depth chart, and we've got a timeout. On the field, 4:02 to play before halftime. The Dogs in control. 21-7, the DJ Williams Show. The war for the wheel will step aside on the St. Francis Healthcare System Redhawks Radio Network, ESPN+. Salukis up 21-7, the 8th playing of the war for the wheel. 1st and 10 at the Redhawks 17-yard line. They're going to stay on the ground. They will hand this football off to Vincent Davis, and he's going to be ankle tackles as he tried to take it wide. Just could not get to the edge. And the Redhawks had David Jones, the transfer from Grambling State, over there.
I'll have to commend the Salukis, the uniforms. You can really read their numbers out there from our vantage point.
Thank goodness from a broadcaster standpoint, right?
Yep.
DJ Williams, boy, he's dangerous down here in the red zone. Straight back, looking to throw. He will fire it to the goal line for the touchdown. Touchdown Southern. Vincent Davis III. And the route is on at Houck Stadium, 27-20 in favor of the Salukis. It is 2 rushing touchdowns for DJ Williams, and now he has thrown a touch.
Boy, beautifully thrown ball there in the left flat, right at the goal line, and credit the receiver. Got it just across the plane. 9
plays, 94 yards, 4 minutes. 4 seconds. That scoring summary powered by EBOMD. Never overpay for health care again. EBOMD. Halen has not missed a PAT kick this year, and that streak remains perfect. What a drive by the Salukis. And look at the feathery touch to the goal line by Williams. Redhawks had a defender, but he was playing behind Davis. And the touchdown for Southern Illinois. We've got a timeout on the field with 3:20 to play in the first half. 28-7 Dogs. War for the wheel, the OVC on ESPN. Keep it here with 3. We're on the campus on the entire broadcast booth. A war for the wheel, edition number 8. The road team has won this game 4 times in a row on the Salukis. Have a 28-7 lead. 1st and 10 from the 33. Handoff Epton, and he's corralled very quickly. Right near the line of scrimmage. No gain here for Brandon Epton Jr. Spent 2 years at SMU. Played in 12 games for the Mustangs. Came to SEMO after spending some time in Hutchinson Community College. We've got a timeout on the field.
They're taking a 30-second timeout here. I think SIU maybe saw some new personnel in there for the Redhawks. They want to make some changes.
1:49 on the clock. SEMO with 222 yards of offense with 2 turnovers. And both of those turnovers, the fumble return and the interception, led to Saluki touchdowns. DJ Williams has accounted for 3 of the 4 for the Dogs. DJ Williams spent 3 years at Murray State. He started the first 3 games last year and was the Valley Offensive Player of the Year in their upset win over Incarnate Word. Broke his hand in that game, missed the rest of the year. They played 4 different quarterbacks last year. Just a lost season at that position for the Dogs. Second or make it. Second down and 10. Line of scrimmage at 33 and a rollout to the right. Leatherwood threw it behind his intended target. Incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Calvin Gilbert. And it's 3rd down and 10. The Red Hawks are 3 for 5. In fact, both teams on 3rd down tonight. 3 for 5.
Red Hawks bring a tight end out and bring in another wide receiver, so it'll be 4 wides. See if Epton Jr. goes in motion from his running back spot.
4 wide out package, 2x2 here for the Salukis. Brandon Epton Jr. in the backfield. And they will motion a receiver out to the right. That's Robinson. Straight drop Leatherwood going for it all down the sideline. Adjusting was Calvin. And we will get no pass interference. Incomplete. It's 4th down. From the 33. Talking about a 51-yard field goal from here. And they will run Justin Keller out there. His long this year is 48. This one will be from 51. Right in the center of the field, the transfer from Coastal Carolina, Justin Keller. Did not play at Coastal. Played 3 years at Missouri Valley College. 28-7 Dogs, a 51-yard attempt from the center of the field.
Wind a little bit from right to left.
Judd Cunningham, the long snapper. He's got enough distance, but he curls it wide left. No good. And the Salukis hold with 1:34 to play before halftime.
Well, had plenty of leg, but as we said, the wind coming out of the south here helped move that ball to the left side of the upright. 1:34 remaining on the clock in the first half. Southern still has 1 timeout remaining.
Boy, you're right about that wind. He's kicking to the east end zone. And the wind blowing from left to right going that way. And so the Salukis will take over. They have 1 timeout remaining from the 33. DJ Williams takes the shotgun snap. Has time, goes over the middle, and it's wide of the mark. He was throwing for Vincent Davis, who has a touchdown tonight. It will stop the clock with 1:29 to play before halftime. Wild finish in that Illinois State North Alabama game. North Alabama looked like they were going to win the game in regulation. They tied the football game up at 27 and missed the extra point. They lost in overtime to Illinois State. Little drop-off pass underneath that will get yardage out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Slade Dollar making the tackle. And the reception was made by Lem Wash, the senior running back out of Wichita. And staying in the football game is Wash. Williams takes the snap. He's going to scramble. He's got the first down as he powers his way out across the 46 to the 47-yard line. They will stop the clock to move the chains. 58 seconds left. 28-7. SIU trying to at least get in field goal range. Their kicker, Halen, is long this year, 53. And Williams, ball tipped and caught by the Salukis. That ball was deflected, and it was hauled in by Fabian McCray, the 7th-year grad student from Jackson State. He spent 4 years in Northern Illinois, 2 at Jackson State. He's a 7th-year guy. Play fake, Williams. He has time, dumps it off. It is incomplete. They weren't going to get much there. They were going to lose a lot of clock. Lem Wash unable to come up with it. It will stop the clock. Our ESPN Plus broadcast is 39, but that is not accurate. 32 seconds on the scoreboard here at Houck.
And the Salukis still do have their 1 timeout remaining. They'd like to at least get it into field goal range, but you can bet DJ Williams is thinking more.
So Williams in shotgun, 2nd down and 10 from the Red Hawk 33-yard line. Slot right, receiver right, 2 to the left as Williams looks to air it out. Fires low, but it's caught near the 20-yard line to the 22, and again it's Vincent Davis. Clock will stop as they set the change. 24 seconds on the clock. They roll the clock. Williams in the gun. Straight back in the pocket, and he's going to scramble out to the left. Still on the run. Throws it underneath for Davis, and it'll be spun out at the 18. Clock will stop with 14 seconds to play. And Williams slow to get up. He is up and walking slowly as they will get to the line of scrimmage here with 14 seconds to play before halftime. They are well within Paul Halen field goal range. 2 for 3 kicking field goals this year, by the way.
Williams was sprinting to his left that time, was a little bit off balance as he threw it and took a pretty good little hit, but he seems to be okay now.
2nd down and 7. Edward Robinson is in at running back. Trip receivers right. Robinson gets the call, and he's inside the 20. Still being pushed inside the 15. Still going and down to the 14-yard line, and they'll stop the clock with 4 seconds left, and they will rush the field goal unit onto the field here. They're going to set the line of scrimmage at the 14.
There's a discussion going on with the officials. I'm not sure exactly. Okay.
Would be a 32-yarder from here. SIU will take its final timeout, a 30-second timeout. 4 seconds on the clock. Paul Halen, as long as 53 last year at Division II William Jewell. He was 15 for 22 with a long of 49. His long this year 53. This one will be from 32 from the left hash. Right-footed kicker. Halen is 6 feet 6 inches tall. 32-yarder to extend the 28-7 lead. 4 seconds on the game clock for the Dogs. Good snap. Halen's kick, plenty of leg, and that one splits the uprights. As time expires, Halen extends the lead for the Dogs. It is 31-7 at halftime. What a first half for SIU. They took advantage of the 2 turnovers, Rick, and they turned them both into touchdowns. 31 points, 308 yards of offense for Southern.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the turnovers were the big story, and it happened very quickly in this ball game. And after the big 75-yard touchdown run, then get a couple of turnovers, it really put the Red Hawks in a bad spot.
So we've got a timeout on the field. Halftime is coming up. Give us an opportunity to break down the first half numbers, and we will check the scoreboard for you from the OVC, the Missouri Valley, and top 25 FBS action. All Dogs in the 8th installment of the War for the Wheel. Salukis 31. Red Hawks 7 on the St. Francis Healthcare System. Red Hawks Radio Network. It's the OVC on E. We're ready for the second half. War for the Wheel has been all Dogs so far. 31-7. We're in the Campus Auto & Tire broadcast booth. Powered by Food Giant. Employee owners serving you better. Food Giant. Here's the approach by Halen. And this is going to be fielded by Kylan Harris Norman. Into return kicks for the first time, and he takes a big collision near the 20-yard line. Wow. That is the first time we have seen Kylan Harris Norman, the freshman from Atlanta, return a kick. And man, did he take a pounding right at the end of that play. SEMO will go to work. They've been outgained 308 to 222. 2 turnovers, a lost fumble that was returned down to the 5-yard line, and they punched it in. And the first interception of the year for Jax Leatherwood. It was an interception by Chris Presto, and Presto, a few plays later, they got it into the end zone. 14 points on turnovers. 1st and 10 from the 21. And Leatherwood goes to work through the air, and Donnie Cheers has the ball slip right through his hands, incomplete. That's the way the second half starts. A drop pass for Donnie Cheers, who played for the Marion Patriots in Marion, Arkansas. He was an all-stater. Had nearly 100 receptions in his high school career, 21 touchdowns at Marion. 2nd and 10. Redhawks will try to get the running game going, and Brandon Epton stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. The biggest possession of the night, obviously, for SEMO. They were game planning in that locker room about this possession, and in 2 plays, they're looking at 3rd and 10. They are 4 of 6 on 3rd down tonight.
Yeah, you can't have slump shoulders out there now if you hope to get back into this ball game. That first down play was very, very important.
Redhawks will deploy 3 receivers to the near side. Single flanker to the top of the formation on 3rd and 10. Salukis rush 4, and wide open is Calvin Gilbert, and he's got the first down with the yardage out near the 34. That's a 13-yard pickup on 3rd down, the 5th 3rd down conversion for the Redhawks. Calvin Gilbert, the sophomore from Jacksonville, Florida. Sport management major at SEMO. And he's got the first down. Redhawks will go with twin receivers each way from the right hash mark. Shotgun snap, and it's Epton picking his way down the line. Burst through to the second coverage, and he will get yardage near the 44-yard line. Got to the second level.
Got his shoulders low through that line of scrimmage and was able to pick up about 11.
Brandon Epton Jr., 6 feet 198. Play action, and the pass is behind the receiver, and he held on. Boy, that is a nice adjustment by Cam Pedro, the 4th-year junior from Sewanee, Georgia, where he played at Collins Hill High School for the Eagles. He's a 3-star prospect coming out of Collins Hill. And the Redhawks with a slant. Pedro again, and he's down to the 26-yard line. 14-yard pickup on a slant off the right side to Cam Pedro. So the Redhawks' top receiver with back-to-back catches.
Little play action in the backfield, froze the linebackers and allowed Pedro to get behind them and cut in front for a nice reception.
Chisholm, the tight end, on the right, and it's going to be Epton, bounces free, and he bounces it left and is taken on by 3 Salukis on the far sideline. He got inside the 30 down near the 28-yard line on that Saluki side of the field. And the clock continues to run. 31-7. SEMO has converted a 3rd and 10 on this drive, and they're looking at 2nd down and 6. Line of scrimmage is the 22. And again, it's a 4 wide receiver package for Leatherwood. Straight back over the middle for the touchdown. Cam Pedro. It's a house call for the Red Hawk top receiver, and Leatherwood has rushed for 1 and thrown for 1. And SEMO has responded out of the locker room with a touchdown drive.
Boy, that big 3rd down conversion earlier kept this drive alive, and positive yardage all the way down. Once again, a little post pattern, and Leatherwood stepped up into the pocket and threw it with authority.
8 plays, 79 yards, 2 minutes, 41 seconds, a 22-yard reception by Pedro. And Justin Keller for the PAT kick, and that splits the uprights. And a little life from that Red Hawk sideline. 12-13 to play here in the 3rd. Salukis 31, Red Hawks 14. DJ Williams will get the football when we come back on the St. Francis Healthcare System Red Hawks Radio Network, the OVC. So SEMO with a touchdown coming out of the locker room. Vincent Davis standing back near the goal line for the Dogs, and Davis will bring it out from his own goal line. Angles right, got a block. Oh, he takes a big hit at the 10-yard line. Wow, that was a big-time smash by Ja'Cory Williams, the senior safety out of Montgomery, Alabama, and he is fired up.
Yeah, maybe too fired up. Threw a flag.
They're calling it on number 48 for SEMO. Brock Bruner, freshman linebacker from Fair Grove, Missouri. They're not calling it on Williams.
So just when you made a big play, you bail him out there with the unsportsmanlike.
I think it was taunting was the call.
That was the call.
I don't know why you're taunting. You're down big, and Tom Matukowicz over there talking to the freshman. They had him pinned at the 10-yard line. Now it's out to the 25. Nothing to taunt about. I mean, they're getting worked on the scoreboard here. That's a freshman mistake. Here's Williams deep down the center of the field, and he's got Vincent Davis all the way to the 15-yard line. What a throw by D.J. Williams. And Davis celebrating at the end of the play. What a throw.
Boy, he really hung that one out there, and Davis went and got it. He only had about a step on the defender, but that ball was just delivered right on the money.
A 60-yard strike. And Williams will go to the sideline here, adjusting and making the catch near the goal line. There is no, yeah, now they call it a touchdown. What a fantastic catch right near the pylon for the Dogs. What a catch. That was Fabian McCray. That is his third receiving touchdown. He had one last week. The seventh-year grad student. They have two seventh-year players. Their center, 25-year-old Noah Finsky, and Fabian McCray. We mentioned they have 25 players on this roster, Rick, who are fifth, sixth, or seventh-year guys. 5 6-year players, 2 seventh years, and the 5th-year guys as well. This is an old veteran team. This is a team with a 6-year quarterback. They are built to win this year.
Yeah, they are not holding back whatsoever. They're taking advantage of every mistake by the Red Hawks.
Boy, Lamar Jackson, who wears number 1, D.J. Williams, and Halen adds the PAT. What a response for the Dogs. And they've got their 24-point lead back, 38-14, 11:27 on the third quarter clock. It's a timeout from 95-year-old Houck Stadium. It's the War for the Wheel on ESPN+. Takes the ball down and sticks it in the end zone. You couldn't respond much quicker. A 2-play, 75-yard drive that took 41 seconds. Fabian McCray on a 14-yard pass from D.J. Williams. And just like that, the Salukis answer SEMO's touchdown. Boy, it is a shootout, 38-14. And a kickoff by Halen. Fair catch called for by the Red Hawks, and they'll start from their own 25-yard line. 2 plays, 75 yards. The 60-yard reception by Vincent Davis got it going. And D.J. Williams, Rick, letting everybody know he's got a lot more in the toolbox other than just running the football.
Yeah, and I'm sure that defensive line is really worried about him running with the football. They were kind of holding back, and he had a lot of time there that time to find the open receiver. 7
touchdown passes this year now for D.J. Williams. And the Red Hawks will go to work from their own 25. 383 yards for the Dogs, 301 for the Red Hawks. 3 wides in the pattern for Jax Leatherwood. Over the middle, and he's got Calvin Gilbert. And he is free into Saluki territory. Lifted off of his feet, but he's got a first down. That was an impressive tackle by the free safety, C.J. Parson, the 5th-year senior out of Memphis.
Yeah, he put his shoulder right in the midsection, lifted him up and drove him back, but first down for the Red Hawks.
C.J. Parson is a finance major at Southern, by the way. And the Red Hawks will stick it in the guts of Brandon Epton Jr., and he will power his way across the 45 to the 44-yard line. To pick up a 4 yards, second down and 6. 38-14 in favor of the Salukis. These two teams played their first game in 1909. SEMO won the first 3. SIU won the next 4. In the 1900s is when we got it going. Low throw going down to get it is Gilbert's, and he's close to a first down. It'll depend on the spot. Yeah, I think he's got it. Let's see. Now they're going to move it to the 38-yard line. That is enough to move the chains. Cole Rubel checks in the Red Hawk backfield. Now Rubel is going to come off the field. Brandon Epton is in there, and Cam Pedro is going to switch sides of the field. Red Hawks with a first down. We're under the 10-minute mark here in quarter number 3. 38-14 Dogs. Leatherwood out of the gun, looking left, and whistles are going to stop this play. Looking for a flag. You see a flag?
Wonder if Southern Illinois may be called a timeout. Oh, they will. Okay, they're going to review the previous play. It was a low pass there in the flat.
We'll see if we can get you a replay. I did not see a flag on the field and why they were stopping things. University of Missouri, ranked 23rd, Rick. They are hosting South Carolina. Lenora Sellers, the quarterback for the Gamecocks, is back. And right now, Missouri is trailing 17-12 in Columbia. 8:27 to play in the third. College game day was in Miami today. The Hurricanes leading the 1-2 Florida Gators just before halftime, 10-0 Canes. Miami ranked 4th in the land. The University of Illinois playing at Indiana. Brett Bielema's team is ranked 9th. And right now, the Fighting Illini are down big, 28-7 at 19th ranked Indiana. Keep an eye on that one. Finals from earlier today. Notre Dame blew out Purdue. We'll give you a look at the play that is under review. Well, that not the play. Georgia Tech coming off their big win over Clemson. Crushes Temple today. Oregon over Oregon State. 41-7. By the way, we've got the official attendance number tonight. It is an official sellout here at Houck Stadium. 8,050 is the official attendance. First sellout of the season. And you can thank the Saluki faithful for putting it over the sellout number. Well, they have come out strong from Carbondale.
Yeah, them see they have 1,500 or so over there.
So the catch stands, and the Red Hawks will go to work. Leatherwood to the outside. Little hesitation move near the 30, and the Red Hawks are going to get yardage down near the 21. And it's Cam Robinson, the former Bear from Central Arkansas.
Yeah, just a little hitch pattern out there. He eluded the first tackler, and that enabled him to get some good yardage down the left sideline.
Leatherwood from shotgun, hands it to Epton, bursts down to the 11-yard line. That is close to a 10-yard run. It'll depend on the spot, and he's just shy of the first down. Second down and very short. Might you take a shot for the end zone, knowing if you don't get it, it's third and short? We'll see. Leatherwood with 3 wides, and they will hand to Epton, bouncing left. He's to the 10 and cut down before he got to the 7-yard line. It may have gotten the 7. So it's a 5-yard pickup, and they get the first down. So it'll be first and goal here for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, that play was designed to go inside, but Epton could see that it was all clogged up inside. He bounced it outside. First and goal for the Red Hawks.
Run to the 8:30 mark in the third quarter. The two teams have traded touchdowns so far here in the third. The lone setback is Epton. Twins to the right, single flanker top of the formation, and a slant to the goal line, and just shy of the end zone. It's going to bring up second down and goal. Cam Pedro Redhawks will get to the line of scrimmage. The nose of the football, just almost to the goal line. They're going to line up to sneak it. Leatherwood over the top for the Redhawk touchdown. Now we're getting whistles, and did they blow that play dead? He certainly got over the plane. The previous play is under review, so what they're going to look at here is whether or not Cam Pedro got into the end zone, Rick, whether or not he broke the plane. And you saw Pedro getting up and motioning to Simo's sideline. He thought he broke the plane. They're going to take a look now. They did snap the ball, and Leatherwood did break the plane, but they whistled it dead. So we're getting another video review. Cam Pedro has certainly made an impact here in the second half of this game.
Yeah, it really looked like to me he had the ball in his right arm, rolled over the defender, so he did not touch the ground.
I think he rolled on top of the defender. I think this may be a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think you're right. He never went down. I think maybe the officials blew it dead because they thought that maybe his backside indeed hit the turf. I'm not sure that it did, and neither are the officials, and that's why they're looking at it. I think this is going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, one of the some of the Southeast coaching staff said, "Hey, look at that, look at that, look at that." They blew it dead at the last minute.
Coach Tuca's out there talking to a couple of the officials. Tom Matukowicz.
Okay, they say it will not be a touchdown.
So he was down. Well, is Simo going to run the same play? They went Leatherwood over the top. Salukis will certainly be ready for that call. So the video review actually, at least for the moment, cost the Redhawks a touchdown,
yes,
Rick, because
yep.
Leatherwood was in. And now he's going to have a running back in the backfield with him. That's going to be Brandon Epton. He's going to drop into shotgun now. It'll be Epton lining up to his right. 38-14 Dogs from the 1 yard line. Epton switches sides. The snap, and it's up into the air. Leatherwood hit back at the 5, and down he goes. Snap was high from Chris Farrell, the center. And Leatherwood could not handle it. Like he got the hands on it. And because of that video review, it has cost the Redhawks a touchdown. Can they overcome it? Wow. What a bad break for the Redhawks. Great break for Southern. 7:09, clock running, 38-14 Dogs.
Peyton Brown is checked back into the ball game. He and Epton are both in there. Looks like Brown's going to line up as a fullback in front of Epton.
So they'll run out of a straight eye backfield. Receiver right is Calvin Gilbert. And it's going to be Leatherwood running to the left. They've got him, and he's all the way back to the 10-yard line. And Leatherwood slow to get up. Helped to his feet by his left guard, Jalen Nettles, and the Dogs just swarmed Jax Leatherwood. And now Simo will have to settle for a field goal. They had a touchdown, but the officials called for a video review, and it cost Simo a touchdown. Is there any other way to describe it?
I'm wondering if it was the Simo coaches that called for the replay and for the review.
28-yard field goal from the left hash, and the Redhawks, who thought they had a touchdown, worked out nicely for the Dogs. They gave up 3. That's a moral victory for that Saluki defense. 6:03 on the game clock, third quarter. 38-17 SIU on the St. Francis Healthcare System Redhawks Radio Network, powered by Yingling on ESPN. Crowd here at Houck Stadium for the 93rd meeting between Southern and Southeast Missouri State. It's been the DJ Williams Show tonight, 38-17 Dogs. He's accounted for 4 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 2 through the air, and a touchback kick by Justin Keller. Well, if SEMO called for that video review, they had no idea that they weren't going to get into the end zone again, which Jax Leatherwood did by going up and over the top. And rather than just come out and go back to the quarterback sneak, they dropped into shotgun and just never were able to get anything going after that.
Yeah, Leatherwood was rolling out to the right. You could see there was nothing there. Tried to reverse field, but by that time the defensive pressure got to him.
LaShawn Lester back in at tailback as they motion to the left, and it's Lester getting the call. He veers off right guard across the 25 near the 27-yard line. Pickup of a couple for LaShawn Lester. 25 career games as a Saluki. It's his 4th year. He came in just under 800 career rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. DJ Williams works out of the gun, looks right now to the left side, and he drops it off underneath near the 30-yard line. And the reception is made. Jackson Parker, the 6th-year player out of Kingston, New York, transferred from Albany. He was at Albany for 5 years. Kingston, New York, Rick, he played at Cheshire Academy. They're the Cheshire Cats. Not Wildcats, not Bearcats. They're the Cheshire Cats. Alice in Wonderland. Look it up, kids.
Yeah, and he went to being a dog after being a cat.
5 wides for DJ Williams, and he swings it out on the slant, and it's a foot race down the center of the field, inside the 20 to the 10 to the 5 to the house. Vincent Davis. 69 yards, no flags, his 2nd touchdown tonight. Man, can he pick him up and lay him down.
Wow, he just has the jet blasters going right down the middle of the field. Looked like a couple of the Red Hawk defenders may have had an angle, but he pulled away at the 5-yard line and went in untouched.
In the first 3 games of the year, Davis had 13 catches, but no touchdowns. He's got 2 tonight. The former high school quarterback. And Halen on for the PAT, looking for point number 45 for the Dogs. And they've got it. Wow. 3 plays, 75 yards, a 69-yard scoring strike from DJ Williams to Vincent Davis III. And in his 3rd year at Southern, his most explosive play as a Saluki.
Boy,
wow.
It didn't look like it was really developing into being a real big play. A little quick slant over the middle of the field, but the Red Hawk safeties kind of split the middle there. One went to the left, one to the right, and Vincent Davis took off for the goal line.
Once again, this Saluki team, 25 rostered players who are 5th, 6th, or 7th year guys. They are built to win. DJ Williams, a 5th-year guy at quarterback. It was a disaster year at that position last year for the Dogs in terms of quarterbacks. DJ Williams hurt after 3 games. Hunter Simmons replaced Williams for 3 games, broke his leg against North Dakota State. The freshman Jake Curry out of Edwardsville started 5 games. He got hurt, and they had to bring their graduate assistant out of retirement, Michael Lindauer. He was the 4th quarterback to play late in the season due to those injuries. And if DJ Williams stays healthy, Rick, this is going to be a team to be reckoned with in the Valley.
Yeah, he really makes that offense go. Very sharp on all of his reads, and when he can step up in the pocket, tonight he's proving to be a very accurate passer.
3 passing touchdowns and 2 on the ground, including the 75-yarder and the first offensive play of the game.
Well, the Red Hawks have shown they can move the football. They just have to do it in a quick fashion here.
First and 10. They go underneath to Chisholm, and the former Memphis Tiger makes the play. Chisholm, who is listed at 6'1", 268, six-year senior. And a gain of 6. Now they'll give him 7. Second down and 3. Redhawks with a 3 wide-out package. Twins to the right. Cole Rubel up the middle. He's to midfield, and Rubel rumbles his way into Saluki territory to the 46.
Well, the Salukis, I'm sure, are looking for the Redhawks to throw the football, being behind as much as they are, and that allowed Rubel to find an opening in that defensive front.
Last week at UT Martin, they allowed 2 runs over 10 yards and 1 pass play over 15. That's it. The explosive plays were limited last year as the Redhawks get the completion right near the first down sticks. Cam Robinson making the reception, and he's going to be just short of the first down.
Oh, they have those tackles up the end where they're standing him up. He really has to protect the ball because those Salukis are coming in to try to rip that ball loose.
62 points scored, Rick. Defense optional tonight at Houck. Leatherwood operating out of shotgun. Back and looking right. He's going to lob it deep. He's got Calvin Gilbert. He made the catch. Was he inbounds? No, he was not. Could not toe tap it. Back shoulder throw. Gilbert made the play. Could not get a foot down. Incomplete.
Yep, they ran the post from the outside with Pedro, and then the receiver ran the out and up. The ball was just thrown a little bit too far to the sideline.
Get another look at it. Gilbert making the catch just out of bounds. Boy, took out one of the signs on the sideline.
And they're going to look at this and see if maybe he had a foot in.
We'll see if we can give you another look at that replay and slow it down and see where he toe tapped.
Yeah, the official was right there on the spot. I thought maybe he was saying that the ball was bobbled, but apparently it wasn't, or they wouldn't even check to review this.
Here's another look at it. Pretty good throw by Jackson. Gilbert had a step on his defender. Oh, Rick, I think maybe he got that left foot down.
There is a foot down.
Possession, foot down. I think this is going to be reversed. I don't know. Did you see what I saw? It looked like he got the left foot down inbounds.
Yes.
First and goal. They reverse it. And replay does its job.
Yeah, I thought maybe the official thought he bobbled it, but you could clearly see that he had good possession and completed the catch.
Calvin Gilbert, what a play to toe tap that.
And that's going to put the ball down inside or near the 5-yard line.
How about the accuracy on that throw, on the back shoulder throw by Leatherwood?
He put it up there where only the offensive players could catch it. I thought maybe he let him just a little bit too much out of towards the end or sideline, but made the completion.
Bryson Burns and Cam Robinson will deploy to the left side. Nolan Reed is the tight end, lined up in a slot. Leatherwood from the 4-yard line, first and goal, and it's a handoff, and it's going to be shut down at about the 3-yard line. Cole Rubel stopped short of the goal line. Second and goal, they'll put it at the 2-yard line.
Second and 2.
Leatherwood, 2 receivers to the left side, and he will throw on the slant, and it is it caught?
Threw it behind the receiver.
Incomplete.
Threw it a little bit behind the receiver.
Incomplete. Third and goal from the 2.
Third and 2.
Well, they had the slant, but the pass was not there. Cam Pedro and Jamari Chisholm will check in, receivers for the Redhawks. Third and goal from the 2. They trail 45-17. 2:31 to play here in the third.
Yeah, had the play, was just behind.
Just a little behind Cam Robinson. From the 2-yard line, there's the snap. Play fake, pump fake, throw, incomplete. And penalty marker down in the end zone. We may have pass interference. We do.
So that'll be an automatic first down. Once again, a little slant pattern over the middle. Leatherwood had to pump fake a couple of times, and that really brought the defenders in that direction and hit him a little early, and it may be because of the pumps.
So the Red Hawks have a 1st and goal at the 1 with 2:27 to play in quarter number 3. 45-17 Dogs. The war for the wheel, and Leatherwood will operate from the 1 with Cole Rubel on his right hip. There's the snap, handoff, Cole Rubel, touchdown, Red Hawks. Cole Rubel pierces the goal line with 2:23 to play in the 3rd. 45-23.
Well, just a little handoff right up the middle. That offensive line did a good job to give him just enough room to pierce that goal line.
8 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Cole Rubel with the score. And Justin Keller, who is perfect on PAT kicks this year. Good snap, and Keller tacks on the extra point. 2:23 on the 3rd quarter clock. It's 45-24. 21-point lead for the Dogs. That scoring summary powered by EBOMD. Never overpay for health care again, EBOMD. Well, they're just trading haymakers here. Late stages of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the game really kind of goes back to those turnovers in the first half that the Salukis took advantage of and got the big points.
SEMO has outscored the Dogs 17-14 here in the 3rd. Big night for DJ Williams. He's accounted for 5 TDs.
Keep hoping for the deep kickoff so they don't have any kind of a return.
Well, we know what kind of speed Vincent Davis possesses. We saw it on that 69-yarder. He is standing at the Saluki goal line.
If he has a chance, I'm sure he'd love to return one.
Davis is going to feel it at the 1 and a fair catch. And they'll start from their own 25. Keeping an eye on that Missouri-South Carolina game at Faurot Field. Missouri has taken the lead with under a minute to play in the 3rd. 18-17, Missouri over South Carolina.
DJ Williams leads the Saluki attack back on the field.
Illinois down 35-10 at halftime at Indiana. 35-10. DJ Williams out of the gun. Lobs it up down the sideline, and he's got a man all the way into Red Hawk territory and down to the 22-yard line. Just a pitch and catch. Jay Jones, the 6th-year player out of St. Louis.
My goodness, Williams put that ball, floated it just right over the defender's outreached hands. Made a great play.
Jay Williams, whose full name is Jathan Williams, played for the Carnahan High School Cougars in St. Louis. Had 8 catches last year, Rick Jones. 4 of the 8 were touchdown catches. Big play guy, Jay Jones. And penalty markers fly. And this has been a near penalty-free football game.
Yeah, because of the long pass, the Saluki offense couldn't get set in time there, so they're penalized for illegal procedure. Bring up 1st and 15.
That is only the 3rd penalty on Southern tonight. Clock is running with 1:20 to play here in the 3rd. 45-24. DJ Williams has thrown for 324 yards. And now 1st and 15 from the 26. They will stay on the ground. This is Chapman, and he will get about 3 of the 5 penalty yards back. Chandler Chapman listed at 210 pounds. All-state first teamer down in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Played his junior college ball at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Chapman.
Brings up 2nd and 12 here.
From the Red Hawk 23-yard line, it's a 21-point lead for DJ Williams and company. 2 receivers right. They will motion a receiver to the left side and hand it to Chapman, sweeping right. Creases his way inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Gain of 5 for Chapman, kind of backpedaled his way.
Yeah, he had a couple different little moves there to get through that crack in the defense.
And this is DJ Williams territory. He's back and looking to throw over the middle to the end zone for the Saluki touchdown. Jay Jones, who had the long reception a couple of plays ago. And Jay Jones gets in the end zone for the 2nd time this year.
Boy, that slant pattern, post pattern over the middle of the field, it's been money for the Salukis. Once again, Williams right on the money.
He had a touchdown catch in their win over Thomas More, and now he's in the end zone tonight against the Redhawks. 51 points for the Dogs. Halen for the PAT kick. 52-24 Salukis, the final play of the 3rd. We head to the 4th. The war for the wheel. The Dogs have a 28-point lead here at Houck Stadium. It's a timeout on the field on the St. Francis Healthcare System Red Hawks Radio Network, the OVC on ESPN.
Congratulations.
The kickoff will go out of the back of the end zone. 4 passing touchdowns for DJ Williams and 2 on the ground. He has thrown for 342 yards.
And I don't know that the Salukis will let up. They're having such good success with those the passing game. I doubt that we'll see DJ Williams trying to run anymore tonight.
He has completed passes to 7 different receivers in the game. Jax Leatherwood back to work. Leatherwood 27 of 38, 314 through the air, a touchdown and an interception. And he goes to the sideline, and he's got his man Calvin Gilbert to midfield. Well, this is a track meet on both sides of the football here, Rick.
Yeah, the Salukis kind of hanging back a little bit here, not wanting to give up the big play, but that pass and catch and run netted great yardage for the Redhawks.
To the 48-yard line. And Jax Leatherwood has a lead blocker, and he's going to be taken on and taken down at the 50-yard line. I don't think he ever went down. His forward momentum was stopped.
He was stood up there at about the 50. Used Cole Rubel as a lead blocker after the fake.
The tallest quarterback in Division I history was 6'9". There have been 3 6'8" quarterbacks, including Mark McGuire's brother. Dan McGuire was 6'8", had a cup of coffee in the NFL. He's the tallest quarterback in the land. And he will take the football, play fake, drops it off, and making a man miss, and all the way to the 33-yard line. That is the tight end, Nolan Reed.
Yeah, did a good job that time of evading the low tackle by the Salukis defensive back.
Boy, he just leaped a defensive back. See, tight ends do that a lot. Redhawks will hand it off to Cole Rubel. He'll gain 3 to the 30-yard line. Clock running, 13:24. It's 52-24 Dogs.
Up the middle, short game. 2nd and 7 for the
Redhawks trying to answer here with a so far impressive drive.
4 wide receiver package here for Leatherwood, 2x2. Second down and 7 from the Saluki 30-yard line. There's the snap to Leatherwood, and he's going to scramble, flings it near the sideline. The pass is caught by Gilbert. 2 yards short of the first down. It will bring up 3rd and 2. The Redhawks are 6 of 8 on 3rd down tonight. Yeah, they're going to line up for a quarterback sneak with Leatherwood. Not exactly the Philadelphia Eagles tush push.
Well, I see Leatherwood's legs up in the air. I believe they're going to give him enough yardage.
He's the last man to get up.
Or are they?
Sorry, it was the center, Chris Farrell, the last man to get up. He didn't get it.
Are they going to bring the chains in? Boy, haven't seen the OVC chain gang be put to use yet this year, so they're going to bring him out. And
Dale Pringle from the OVC chain gang was up here before the game, Rick, and he said it's been 3 years since they have come onto the field for a measurement here at Hawk Stadium.
And it looks like they're going to.
Redhawks are short.
Short by just a little. Will they come up with the same?
A rare appearance on the field for the OVC chain gang. 4th down and inches here for Simo.
You think those guys would have enough experience to maybe curl the chains up just a little bit? No, that's not how it works.
52 points for the Dogs. Redhawks with 24, and obviously they're going to go for it here. Well, do you run the same play, Rick? Looks like they will, or at least they're lining up to run a sneak with Jax Leatherwood. 4th and inches. Football between the 23 and the 24-yard line. They need about 12 inches. Leatherwood, and he's got it. Just enough for Jax Leatherwood, pushing and shoving on the far sideline right in front of the side judge, and no flag. And now some pushing and shoving down where the football is.
Yeah, I'm sure at the bottom.
First down, according to the white hat.
Yep. There's a lot of tugging and pulling of the football, I'm sure, at the bottom of that pile, but.
Clock is still running, by the way. 11:43. So the Redhawks got it by the hair of their chinny chin chin. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Twins to the left here for Jax Leatherwood. 4 down lineman for the Dogs, and it's Rubel bouncing, and he can't step out of an ankle tackle. Good play at the 21-yard line. Dogs making the tackle. Rubel unable to step out of that tackle. It was made by Vinny Pierre Jr. Got a big interception last week in their road win at UT Martin. Gain of 2 for Rubel. Again, 3 wide set. And Leatherwood down the sideline, pushing and shoving, and it's incomplete. Some hand fighting there, no flags. Clock stops, 10:58. And it's 3rd down and 8 from the 21.
Well, you'd have to think at this stage it's going to be in 4-down territory.
3rd and 8 for your Redhawks.
Just under 11 minutes to play in the war for the wheel. First wheel was handed out in 2018. Redhawks will go to work. 3rd down and 8 from the 21. Twins to the right, single flanker near side. Leatherwood, play fake, scrambling, flag down, and he's down near the 19-yard line. Penalty marker thrown by the referee.
No doubt that was a holding call. And
Simo has 1 penalty tonight for 15 yards. This is their second.
Number 50, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And the Salukis elect to accept the penalty, so that's going to take the Red Hawks back to about the 41-yard line, or they're going to put it at the 31.
It was the left guard Jalen Nettles flagged for the hold, the transfer from UAB. Missed a lot of time last year. Jalen Nettles with an ankle injury. 3rd and 18 from the 31. Trip receivers right, straight drop, and the pass is incomplete. Robinson was by himself, but the pass sailed on Leatherwood. 4th and 18 from the 31.
It almost looked as though that ball slipped out of his hands.
And here comes Justin Keller for a field goal attempt.
And that breeze is still blowing from the south.
So as he's kicking to the west end zone, it is blowing from his left to right. 49-yarder here for Keller. He is connected this year from 48. This one for 49. And he drives it through the wind, and he drives it wide of the goalposts. No good, and the Salukis get the stop. And the holding penalty. Big on that drive. And the Salukis will take over. Second missed field goal tonight for Justin Keller. 10:34 on the game, actually 10:29 on the game clock.
Saluki fans celebrating on the far sideline. The short drive from Carbondale has allowed a lot of those Saluki fans to come across.
Salukis were coming out, and I think we're going to take a immediate timeout here. 52-24 Dogs, war for the wheel. The OVC on ESPN.
Every day, CenterPoint Energy is hard at work ensuring the safe and reliable delivery of natural gas. From routine maintenance to the replacement of natural gas pipelines, it's what we do to keep the community safe. But it's more than just a job. It's about neighbors helping neighbors, because we're also proud members of the communities we serve. So next time you see one of our crews at work, be a good neighbor and steer clear, and we'll all come home safe and sound. Here's to our community's safe and smart energy future.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Member FDIC. In Kentucky, we're moving forward together. Our businesses are winning, and our families are thriving. Because Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, one where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. So come explore your new Kentucky home.
Going to be a change in possession. They're saying that Robinson's forward progress was stopped. Landon Sylvie came up with a football for Semo. No gain on the play for Edward Robinson.
Well, the Red Hawks are doing what they need to do defensively, try to rip that ball loose. They need to cause a turnover. The Salukis have been mistake-free on the offensive side tonight.
Our coverage of the War for the Wheel is powered by Buckheit. Explore the possibilities of a simpler life. Buckheit. Second down and 10 from the Saluki 31-yard line. 4 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing scores tonight. DJ Williams hands it off to Edward Robinson, and he's jammed up as he turned it off right guard. He got 2 to the 33-yard line, and the clock is the Salukis' friend. It continues to run here.
And we're seeing a few new faces in on the Red Hawk defensive core. We'll try to pick some of those guys out for you.
You just saw the wheel. One of the spokes broken out of that wheel, and they were going to fix it. And Coach Tuke was talking to his team and said, no, it looks battle tested. Let's not put that spoke back in there. You see that?
I see it.
It's missing a spoke. 3rd down and 8. Salukis are going to be taking that one home with them, barring a miracle comeback. And there's Robinson, and second effort. Got the first down. Edward Robinson, terrific run. The sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio. Went to Maple Heights High School there, transferred from Duquesne. Played for the Dukes. And he's got a first down. And that clock will continue to run. SEMO will head to UT Martin next week, a bye week for the Dogs. Receivers each way here for DJ Williams with a slot on the left. Handoff Edward Robinson, and he gets to the line of scrimmage. Forward momentum will stop there at the 41, no gain. Ball came popping out.
Well, every time you get one of those plays where the ball carriers just stood up, clock continues to run, they're happy to just be stalemated there and let the clock tick down.
What an experienced offensive line. All 5 of their starters are seniors with at least 5 years of college experience. I mean, this is a veteran team. They are built to win now. And their number 11 national ranking could change after this one. Robinson again lowers the shoulder. Actually, we've got a new running back in there. That is Lem Wash, the senior from Wichita. Transfer from South Dakota. And it brings up 3rd down for the Dogs tonight. 4 of 11 on 3rd down. Well, if I just told you Salukis 4 of 11 on 3rd down, SEMO 7 of 9, you wouldn't think that it would be such a lopsided score, but that is the case. Look like the Red Hawks jump free play, and Williams going for it all down the sideline. It is incomplete. There was some hand fighting, but no flags. You got to take a shot deep when you have a free play. They work on that in practice. It was offsides on SEMO. So they'll replay 3rd down. It was 3rd and 7. It will be 3rd and 2 after the offside.
One of those defensive front people got a little jumpy. And as you say, DJ Williams knew he had a free play. Really didn't look like it could develop into much, but why not take the shot?
So from the Saluki 49, they need to get to the Red Hawk 49, 3rd down and 2. And they're going to run plenty of clock here. Play clock is at 10, and they are still huddled up. DJ Williams still in the huddle with 4. And let's see if they get the play off or if they get a timeout. And Nick Hill will call time. So timeout for the Dogs.
Illinois has called their first timeout of the half. This will be a
well, they drained that clock right down to the last possible second.
So it's a full timeout on the field with 6:42 to play. 52-24 Salukis. The war for the wheel. It's the St. Francis Healthcare System, Red Hawks Radio Network, ESPN+. And it is going to be a first down run for Wash. And he creases the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. 7-yard run on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy, just a little power play off the left side of the line, and he was able to get it down to about the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, Southern.
So for the 5th consecutive year in this battle for the wheel, the road team is going to emerge victorious. We hit the 6-minute mark. Wash is the lone setback, and they've got a fullback. And hand it to Wash. Hit at the line of scrimmage, and he'll be taken off of his feet there. No gain on the play at the 42-yard line. We're under the 6-minute mark, 5:45. Clock rolling here, 52-24 Dogs. 31-7 at halftime. And the Salukis have outscored the Redhawks 21-17. Here in the second half, a career day for DJ Williams. And if he's not the Missouri Valley Conference Offensive Player of the Week, there needs to be a congressional investigation.
Yeah, somebody must have had a most outstanding effort to outdo what he did.
Somebody went crazy if he's not the Player of the Week. LaShawn Lester back in at tailback, and he'll get the call. And he bursts for a first down to the 25-20. Lester, a house call. At the 5:02 mark, LaShawn Lester from 42 yards out. 58-24 Salukis.
Boy, he got through on the right side that time, and I tell you, these Saluki running backs doing a great job and good downfield blocking by the Salukis as well to spring him free.
LaShawn Lester out of Somerville, Georgia, where he was a star for the Chattooga Indians in high school. We mentioned he's the all-time leading rusher at Chattooga High School. Nearly 4,500 yards and 52 touchdowns. And Halen continues his perfect stretch with PAT kicks. 59-24. Well, the last time they had a road game where they put up numbers like this, it was at Western Illinois, and now they're doing it in Cape Girardeau. Timeout on the field with 5:02 to play. The Salukis going to be taking the wheel back across the Bill Emerson Bridge. We'll take a timeout. St. Francis Healthcare System, Redhawks Radio Network on ESPN.
Not only will you find us in our bank location.
You got to look at the wheel. Salukis are going to run over and grab that wheel when the clock hits zeros here. That was an 8-play, 69-yard drive. It took 5:27, 42-yard run by Lester. And a fair catch called for by the Redhawks. They'll start from their own 25. 5:02 remaining in this game. Salukis will have a bye week before they host the Indiana State Sycamores October 4th. They have not played a home game since August 30th.
Well, the Saluki fans will have a lot to get excited about. Bring the wheel back across the river. Those players, as you say, will be coming over to get it and take it over in front of their fans.
Redhawks will stay on the ground here with a handoff to Epton. 602 yards of offense tonight for the Dogs. Semo closing in on 500 yards of offense. A couple of missed field goals tonight for the Redhawks. And it looked like they had a touchdown, but a video review. And they end up having to settle for a field goal on that particular possession as Brandon Epton is spun down at the 33. Clock running. We're under 4.5 to play. So it was the Salukis' largest road win since they beat Western Illinois in 2023. Last week against UT Martin, this will be an even larger road win. 600 yards of offense. Chisholm in motion. Leatherwood rolls right, flag on the play. Downfield he goes, and he gets a connection into Saluki territory if it stands, but there's a flag down.
Flag, and they're saying that it was the Salukis that were offsides, lined up offsides apparently.
So that reception was made by SEMO's Kylan Harris Norman, freshman out of Atlanta, Georgia. Kylan Harris Norman on the business end on the throw. SEMO's over 500 yards of offense, but just 24 points for those 500 yards. 600 yards and 59 points for the Dogs. Twin receivers to the near side, the wide side of the field. And Brandon Epton Jr. takes the handoff straight ahead for short yardage. He'll pick up 3, maybe 3.5. Clock running, 3:42 to play here at a sellout crowd in front of the Salukis and the Redhawks. 8,050 the official attendance tonight. Clock running, second down and 6 to go for the Redhawks. Play action, and Leatherwood escapes to the right, and his pass is incomplete. That'll stop it with 3:18 to play. Leatherwood 31 of 44 for 380, a touchdown and a pick. DJ Williams 18 of 25, 342, 4 scores, no turnovers. Now last week, Williams did throw 2 interceptions, but no problem. Their defense was stifling UT Martin, who's being shut out, by the way, 42-0 at Missouri State. 4 wides in the package for Leatherwood. Salukis rush 4, underneath pass is caught, and a first down for the Redhawks to the 34-yard line. And the second catch on the drive for Kylan Harris Norman.
He just ran a little curl pattern over the middle, and Leatherwood stepped up in the pocket, put it right on the money.
Under the 3-minute mark. Leatherwood straight back in the pocket, steps up, drops it off underneath for Epton. Speed to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, to the house. Brandon Epton Jr. from 34 yards. Second touchdown pass tonight for Leatherwood. And with 2:41 to play, 59-30. How about 89 points tonight? We're about to get the 90th.
Yeah, I tell you, we could get to 100 here if this pace keeps up.
The defensive coordinators for these two teams pulling out their hair.
That was a great catch and run by Epton Jr. Made a nice little juke to the inside, turned to the outside, and scampered into the end zone.
And Justin Keller tacks on the PAT, 59-31, 90 points in this football game. That drives 7 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 21 seconds. Brandon Epton Jr. on a pass from Jax Leatherwood that covered 34 yards. That scoring summary is powered by EBO MD. You can find them in Cape Girardeau, Jackson, Fredericktown, and Poplar Bluff. EBO MD, never overpay for health care again, and it's another Stone Mountain Flooring touchdown. And as we hit the home stretch in tonight's game, the home stretch is brought to you by Redhawks Realtor John Spear with Edge Realty in Cape. John Spear pointing you home here in the home stretch of this one. And there's the wheel. Getting ready to hand it off to the Dogs. Minus a spoke. Why is it a wheel? Well, in 1909 and in the early stages playing football against each other, they used to travel across the Mississippi by boat. So it's a boat steering wheel. And we get whistles. Timeout, Southern.
Looks like the wheel is getting a little head start.
It's headed to the Saluki sideline as we speak. And we have seen when the game is over, the players make a beeline, Rick, sprint for the wheel. And we'll see the white and maroon jerseys of the Salukis surrounding that wheel coming up.
And the fans are kind of gathering over in that far corner. They want to take advantage of the celebration as well. Well, the Salukis expecting maybe a possible onside kick here. They have their hands team all up front.
And we'll see if we'll get the onside kick. I would think that we would. And we'll see Justin Keller's onside kick technique coming up. There it is, and the Salukis grab it, and they've got it. At the 46 of SEMO. 2:40 to play. Redhawks have 3 timeouts. Don't know that they will use them here in a 59-31 game. So it is a 4-touchdown advantage. The Salukis were 4.5-point favorites, according to the odds makers coming in.
And it looks like that.
And the mascot's got it.
Yep.
Southern Illinois region, referred to as Little Egypt. That's why the Egyptian dog, the Saluki, the mascot for Southern. And they've got their backup quarterback in there. And it's a handoff. And the clock is running with 2:26 to play. So it's not Jake Curry, their backup. J.C. Mirasola, freshman out of Tampa, Florida. Mirasola. Oh, talking to their radio broadcaster, Luke Martin, I think they would like to redshirt Jake Curry if they could. The sophomore quarterback out of Edwardsville, who had 5 starts for them last year. He was the first freshman to start at quarterback in 35 years, Jake Curry last year. And we've got a full timeout on the field. It is the 2-minute timeout, and it is powered by Culligan Water, your partner for better water. Find the right solution for your home with Culligan Water. The 2-minute timeout, 59-31 Dogs. St. Francis Healthcare System, Redhawks Radio Network, the OVC on ESPN. After the 2-minute timeouts, and they will hand the football off to Edward Robinson. Short gain, 3rd down. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Dogs. 59-31. Normally, these games are close. We've seen a lot of these games go down to the who's got the ball last, Rick. Not tonight.
Yeah, so many times, you know, and sometimes it's even controversial plays at the end of the game that they have to review. But tonight, the Salukis came across the Mississippi River with a vengeance. They're putting one on the Redhawks.
Mirasola will hand it to Robinson, and he's got the 1st down to the 35. And they will stop the clock to move the chains. Well, the clock continues to run. Now they stop it. Ran for quite a while there, 59-31. Now the chains are reset, so the clock will spin, and the Salukis will have to snap it one more time. And then they will grab the wheel. It is on their sideline. Boy, the home team just cannot keep the wheel, can they?
Boy, it's becoming quite a coincidence that it works out that way.
Victory formation, and the Dogs have come to Cape Girardeau in front of a sellout crowd. And they will take the wheel home. Here it comes. The wheel onto the field for the Dogs. And the 2 head coaches who have a long-standing relationship. Tom Matukowicz and Nick Hill will meet at the center of the field. The wheel belongs to the Salukis, and they did it in impressive fashion tonight. 59-31, Salukis win it. We want to thank our ESPN Plus crew tonight. I had some technical issues early, and again, we apologize for that. Hopefully, we got all of that ironed out for you. The final score again here from Houck Stadium in front of a sellout crowd, 59-31. So for our ESPN Plus crew and the Hall of Famer Rick Weezer, Eric Shawn, saying so long from Houck Stadium, where our final score, Salukis 59, Redhawks 31. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live, and they are archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of the worldwide leader in sports, ESPN.